Whenever I hear that, I just hear the quote in Mean Girls that's like, don't have sex because you will get pregnant and die.
I thought we were already an official couple.
Well, did you ask him if he was seeing other people?
No, are you crazy? You don't ask guys these things. You ask everyone else you know.
Were there any embarrassing moments that you experienced on set?
I was doing a sex scene with one of the actors, and they had just been cast the day before. And I was meeting them for the first time while we were shooting. We didn't have a rehearsal or anything. And we kept on forgetting each other's names in the midst of this very elaborate sex scene with different positions and all of this. And it was just so funny because we were like, hi, sorry, what's your name again?
Sit down and tell us who is inside you.
Who is least like their character?
Reneé.
Yeah, you're much kinder.
Yeah. No, I get that.
You're gay, but you're nice.
I'm gay, but I'm nice.
I know from your world that probably sounds like a really fun evening, but for me, that's worse than getting a pap smear.
She just like puts a front on, and you don't put that front on. You have no front.
You're not elite.
Maybe season 1 was a lot different than her character, but then season 2, it gets closer.
If you could go back in time and give yourself a piece of advice about sex, what would you say?
Ask questions. Be open with communication.
Yeah, I would say it's not just one thing. I think I had a very mystified idea of what sex was. And I was like, yeah, that's it. Sure. But it's definitely more than just one thing.
I would just tell myself you don't have to. Like, I felt like so like inclined to have very intimate relationships with strictly men when I was younger, in a way that I definitely recall enjoying none of it. Like a lot of me as a kid was like, I really need to be hypersexual because I think I wanted like the validation that I was straight.
What's the most outrageous myth you've heard about sex?
Like whenever I hear that, I just hear the quote in Mean Girls that's like, don't have sex.
Don't have sex, because you will get pregnant and die.
Also, there's that idea that girls are taught a lot that it's like the first time you have sex, it will hurt. Like you will be in pain.
Right.
You know, that really doesn't have to be true.
Losing the idea of it being shameful. Like
Totally. Oh my God, yeah.
Sex was like, you don't talk about that. We don't touch that. It's very religious. We're just don't do that. And it was like, we did not learn anything about it besides that it was bad and shameful and never do.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing the work of my own trauma around sex with the show also. Like being on the show has helped me do that.
Sex positive, y'all. Doing it.
Y'all are back for a second season. What are you most excited for fans to see?
I feel like when I was younger, I had those shows that I was excited to see come back. Like I felt an emotional attachment to the characters and to like watching it and consuming that medium, that I just feel like lucky to be one of those shows for people. And I'm like, I hope as they like it as much as they did the first season, because I think we're really proud of it.